Show, an Oregon Sports Network production.
Hi, everybody. I'm Todd McKim, along with the coach, and welcome to this week's show. We'll take a look back at that big victory over Illinois in Big Ten country on Saturday. We'll preview next week's game against California and have a couple of special features for you as well. Well, Coach, congratulations. Very solid win for your team. It was a day that started off as duck weather with all that rain prior to the first kickoff, and your team played outstanding defense, and the offense had a couple of big plays, and that was it.
Well, I tell you, the pregame warm-up kind of reminded me of last year's Oregon State game without the 35-mile-an-hour winds. It was raining very hard, and fortunately, I think for the conditions of the game, it broke around kickoff and dried up. Didn't rain much anyway during the contest and allowed us to throw the football because we had a very difficult time, as we expected, running it against Illinois. But I've got to be happy with the way our team hung together and overcame a lot of adversity. We had to hang on to win, if you will, but we made the plays necessary to win the game as well, and I think that's the sign of a good football team.
Illinois won the toss of the coin, elected to defer until the second half, so Oregon will get the football to start the game. As the coach mentioned, cloudy skies, there was heavy rain. The field was pretty much waterlogged when this game started. They even had the squeegees and the Zamboni out, it seemed, before the game. But you get a nice break. Whittle drops the ball, but then makes a good play out of what could have been disastrous.
It seems like that happens more often than not on a kickoff return when the timing breaks down. Sometimes the coverage misses it. We mishandle the snap. You can see the water splashing there. Whittle starts inside. Nice block right there. And up the sideline we go. Make a cut. Grady O'Connor there, 27, trying to get a block. Good non-block there. Would have been a clip, and Whittle can't quite break the tackle to take it further. Little quick screen on first down out to Derek Deadweiler, pick up a first down.
Looks like the guys were trying to feel their way around, too, with that slippery turf.
It, as you know, Todd, was raining very heavily, water cascading out. You can see the water splash as he makes the cut there. The good news is it dried out a little bit as the game went on. Whittle turning up the field, picks up about 5.
So on 4th and 1, you go for it in this situation, and Shedrick, with a little bit of a crease, gets the first down.
Figured we were a little too far kicking into the wind for a field goal. 4th and 1, I felt we needed to take a gamble and see if we could pick it up, and Shedrick picked it up easily.
However, on a 3rd down and 8, Danny's pass over the middle is intercepted. The first pass that Danny threw in.
Fumble right to him. Unbelievable.
Anyway, Danny had thrown 85 straight passes without an interception until that one.
And their first running play is met with good charge in there. David Massey, Salila Malapai right there. Coda. They gain about a yard.
They do manage to pick up a first down, but the defense holds right there. Loss of 3.
Nice job here. Good pursuit from the inside. Romeo Bandison, big long arm of the law, reaches out and spins him around.
3rd and 13.
Salila Malapai getting his first sack of the year. He is healthier now. He played the first 2 games with a sprained knee. He's quicker now, and it shows here on the pass rush as he had a little stunt with Ernest Jones coming inside and Salila worked outside. Salila came around for the sack.
So after a punt, you get it back.
Might just comment right there again that Illinois had 2 players in the neutral zone, and it wasn't called offsides, and it continued the entire game.
They told, well, maybe we'll talk about it later, exactly what they told you.
Great throw there by Danny O'Neill to Derek Deadweiler on a little play-action fake.
2nd down and 8. O'Neill flushed. And a great job there keeping the ball in bounds.
It is. Unfortunately, that was a screen pass, and we had linemen downfield. The screen wasn't open. Danny scrambled and threw downfield, and the play was nullified.
Get it back. The defense, a sack, a loss of 4.
He stood in there pretty good, and we missed him the first time, and I wasn't sure we were going to get him. You can see right there, Ernest Jones is in there, gets help from Chad Coda.
3rd and 14. Pretty good pressure. Nice play over the top.
Isaac Walker living on the edge, so to speak. That's what happens when you play tight man-to-man coverage. You're going to have close calls like that. Pass deflected off of Kristen McLemore, intercept. I thought he was going to score a nice job by Sean Burwell. I think that very much was a touchdown-saving tackle because he had blockers out in front of him, and the only person was Danny O'Neill.
We'll see a play in the upcoming quarter where Sean Burwell makes a hustle play that gives Oregon a touchdown, and we'll have the second half highlights in a moment. After a scoreless first quarter, we enter the second period of play as the Ducks taking on the Fighting Illini of Illinois. And remember, when we left off, Illinois had an interception deep in Oregon territory, but Oregon gets it right back. Chad Cota with the pick.
Big play. Very similar to our opener at Colorado State when we had a turnover deep and they go to the end zone and we come right back. In that case at Colorado State, Isaac Walker made the interception. In this case, Chad Cota comes up with his first pick of the year.
So you're back deep in your own territory.
Nice run on first down to get us out away from the shadow of our end zone a little bit. Burwell took it up in there for about 6 yards. O'Neill throws on the tight end delay. Nice double catch by Willie Tate, and there comes Mike DeFonso trying to get down and help his teammate, but he did it a little late.
And then the big one on this play, 1st and 10. The penalty was after the play, so it was 1st and long, and Willie Tate makes it, huffing and puffing, 87 yards for the touchdown, and that is our play of the day.
Well, Todd, on the play previous to that, one of the rule changes this year, we had gotten the first down, and then we had a personal foul. And now this year, instead of being 1st and 25 from the spot of the foul, they give you the penalty and let the offense start 1st and 10. We come right back with the belly pass. Danny, as he said after the game, he saw them come up into a blitzing situation. This is a play that was designed primarily to go against zone defense. But if we can get Willie Tate isolated on the linebacker at any time, we're going to try to take advantage of it. But in that situation, we've got 2 people coming off the corner unblocked. Danny saw them creep up. He recognized blitz. He figured instead of audibling out, he would stay in it. We're in we split Burwell out to the left, and he comes down and makes a key screen block later. The fake goes to the fullback in here. Danny comes off. This man's coming in. He hesitates for a moment on the fake, just long enough for Danny to let Willie clear the linebacker. The linebacker's really in pretty good shape, but Danny just floated the ball right over his head. Perfect throw to Willie Tate, and it resulted here, as you can see, fake. See the man at the top just freeze on the fake. Danny gets hit as he throws over the top. And Willie's lack of conditioning since he was hurt in the first quarter at Colorado State showed up at the end of this run. Here's Burwell, smart play. Just ran in front, shielded him and tripped him up a little bit. Didn't try to throw a clip or anything, and Willie's starting to slow down. He thinks and then he takes another peek and he decides better dive in there. He dove on his bad shoulder. I don't know how smart that was.
The 3rd longest touchdown pass run in Oregon history. 87 yards officially. Ryan
Perry-Smith did a good job grabbing a high snap on that extra point as well. Great play there by Salila Malapai. Just sheds the center. Showed up more active in this game than he's been because his knee is better. He took a whole week off a week ago. Chad Cota comes in and forces the fumble. I believe it was Chad.
I think it actually might have been Isaac Walker. We'll see. Cota will make the initial hit, but the ball stays in there, and I think it's the second man in, and it might be Isaac Walker. Yeah.
Isaac Walker's helmet, you're right, goes right on the ball. Ball comes out, and Dante Lewis recovers. Big break for us. Another play when they were in the neutral zone. Ricky Whittle down deep, what we call a little chip pass here. Danny finds Whittle slipping out of the backfield, hits him with a pass, and he takes it up the field.
Then you get called for an offensive pass interference, which shoves you back out. You have to, now watch this one. Look out. Goodness gracious. Pretty good catch.
Aiming for the cameraman, huh?
That's right. Look at it again.
Split it right down. Nice field goal. We would like to have had a touchdown there, but as you mentioned, we had an offensive pass interference in the end zone, which is 15 yards and loss of down.
So you can see it's 10-0. Good start for you. You wanted to get up on top, maybe take the crowd out of it a little bit, and now they're trying to run the ball on your defense, and it's not working very well.
And this time, Romeo Bandison at the nose. Almost the same play you saw Salila Malapiai make. A nice play by Romeo, gets help from Ernest Jones.
They've got a new quarterback now. Johnson in the ball game, and he's got a lot more mobility.
He's a scrambler, and we broke down on this one, obviously. And he runs out of bounds, but not before picking up a big first down after we'd had him in long yardage.
That play seemed to, I don't know if you want to say ignite, but it certainly got their crowd's attention, and they got into it, and Johnson makes some things happen here.
Changing the quarterbacks got their crowd into it. They must like this guy. Nice play by Lamont Woods. Lamont, in his first major action, stood out real well. He made some big key plays. Nice play there by Romeo Bandison. Ernest Jones collapsing it from the outside, Bandison from the inside. Poor Ernest, he got held so bad all day long trying to come around there. Great throw, great catch, Illinois touchdown.
So now we're late in the second quarter. Oregon's lead, which was 10-0, is now down to 10-7. Oregon gets it back, unable to move the football, and here comes Illinois trying to get some additional points just before halftime.
Definite momentum change when Johnson came in at quarterback. That's a great throw and great catch. Isaac Walker over the top, Alex Molden. Thought we should have broke it up, but they made a nice play, and they try their field goal, and they're struggling. They had two blocked and missed one against Arizona on top of it, and they missed this one.
So that enables Oregon to retain the lead 10-7 at halftime. And when we come back, we'll talk about a young man who the coaches just talked about defensively, Romeo Bandison, so stick with us. Welcome back to the show, everybody. We're ready for the third quarter highlights. Oregon leading Illinois 10-7. The Illini will get the football to start the third period of play. They get a couple of first downs, then inside Oregon territory at the 40, the defense says, that's enough.
Well, and there is nobody within 30 yards. That's the most blatant intentional grounding I've seen in a long time.
So Ernest says, well, if you're not going to call intentional grounding, I'll get him.
And Ernest was getting held by this guy all day long. He finally just beat him on a speed rush and got Johnson for a big loss.
So that forces Arizona into a 3rd and 21.
It's Illinois, Todd.
Excuse me, Illinois.
That's okay.
I've made a few mistakes.
Not as many as I have. Oh, look at this one.
This was a close call. Now tell us what they ruled here.
They ruled, the referee, who will come in, you'll see come into the frame here in a minute, they blow it dead right there. It's blown dead. You can see, well, no, you're not going to see it from this shot. But they come right up immediately and blow the play dead and mark it dead. And that's about one of the few good breaks we got during the day, and that could have gone the other way.
Oh, very easily, yes. All right, this is a strange drive, Coach. This went back and forth. There were penalties. There was that call there. But you end up getting some points out of it.
And the ball paralyzed McLemore. The time he has to throw here, and he sees McLemore running all alone. And I think Kristen thought it was a little underthrown, and he wanted to make sure he caught it. He just stopped running. But he caught it.
A heavy ball, Danny apparently throws.
And this is where Phil Yaw gets the 15-yard face mask and also got a hip pointer on that play.
See the face mask, personal foul. So it's a first down at the Illini 28. The next play we see is from the 26, 2nd and 8.
This was a bad call as well. They ruled that one of our wide receivers was not aligned on the line of scrimmage, and he was. Illegal procedure. They told us we didn't have enough men on the line, and looking at the coaching film, that's one of those calls that kind of a strange one.
But you get it back.
Get it back. We still have a chance here. O'Neal scrambles out of the pocket, and Deadweiler does a nice job hanging on to this ball because as soon as he catches it, he gets hit very hard.
So it's good for 15 yards. First down at the Illini 10. A couple of plays later, 2nd and 9.
See, we're just not able to make the cut. Burwell running in there, but can't make the cut at full speed. O'Neal scrambling out here, just takes it on out of bounds. Nobody open.
So Tommy Thompson comes in and booms through a 28-yard field goal, and Oregon, on its first offensive possession of the second half, extends its lead 13-7. Not much running room for either team on this day. Defense is very quick in getting to the ball.
Nice job by Ernest Jones. He just walks the tight end down. Cota will turn the play back to him, and Ernest makes the tackle. Ernest had his mother and about 25 people from Utica, New York at this game, and he wanted so badly to play well, and he did. Brian Brown, inserted at tight end this last week with all the injuries we had there, comes up with a big third down catch here. Up over the middle, too deep safety, makes a catch, struggles forward for a few extra yards.
On a second down play from the 45, Danny flushed and finds Juan Shedrick. He heads upfield, knocks a guy over, and picks up 9, and that is the final play of the third quarter. So Oregon continues to lead 13-7, but the fourth quarter gets a little wild and woolly, so stay with us for those highlights. As we head into the fourth and final period, believe it or not, the sun was actually trying to come out at this point. It warmed up a little bit. Oregon has the football, driving, trying to put this one away, leading by 6.
Third down and 2, and another big third down catch by Brian Brown. We're unbalanced here, and Brian's up at the other tight end. Josh Wilcox is in because Tate now is out with a hip pointer. And nice throw by Danny as he got hit when he threw it. Now Burwell takes it for a 5-yard gain outside.
Controversial play here as far as Illinois was concerned. Pass interference was called there, and that gave Oregon a first down.
His right hand was on him and spun him around as the left hand was making a play for the ball.
So the drive stalled. Thompson in to attempt a 41-yard field goal, just misses, a little bit left.
Pulled it a little left.
So both teams each have another series as we pick up further action in the fourth quarter. Jeff Sherman.
Oh, he knows it. That was 6 points going the other way.
So again, Illinois can't move it. Oregon gets it back. They can't move it. Oregon defensively, Troy Bailey coming in on the outside.
Good job by Troy Bailey. Again, we made the switch. We have Bandis on the inside rush this week, and Troy Bailey moved to the outside. You can see Ernest Jones, if you saw him, get tackled over there. It's interesting how not many people watch the offensive tackles. Good job by Brian Brown handling the bouncing ball. Would have gone down a long ways further and actually picks up about an 18, 19-yard punt return. If he allows this thing to keep bouncing, they're going to have great field position. But instead, we get great field position and unfortunately do not capitalize on it. But
all right, explain this next play, because here's a key no call that we'll see on the very next play.
I mean, it's the same no call they had at watch.
Not this play, but the one after. Burwell would get a couple of yards here.
Burwell's up in there 6 yards. Now we have a 3rd down and 4. Offside. Now watch the linebacker jump into the neutral zone. He is offsides. No flag. Nothing. Danny runs around. Should have thrown the ball away. Didn't. We lose 16 yards, but that's a play we work on. When they get in the neutral zone, we snap the ball. This should have been a 5-yard penalty and a first down for us. Instead, we have to punt the ball away, and now Johnson starting to run us ragged a little bit and makes a nice throw on a comeback route on the sideline before Walker makes a tackle.
Yeah, we are going to see almost this entire drive because
not all 15 plays.
Not all 15, Coach, but we show 12.
Threw deep there as receiver had made an out cut.
This one is thrown away, I guess, or overthrown.
Yeah, that was.
I'll be generous.
Way overthrown.
And that one was almost intercepted there.
Almost intercepted by Isaac. Nice play. 4th down. Big 4th down for him.
Protection is decent. Little comeback pattern. Alex told us afterwards it slipped a little bit, and they get a first down, so they get 4 more cracks at it.
We also had a lot of time to throw that one. We'd like to have more pressure. Ernest Jones got tackled again, coming around from the other side. Johnson scrambles up for the first down.
So the ball is now at the Oregon 31. We'll skip a play. It's 2nd down and 10.
bringing pressure. They catch us in a screen pass. Looked like a clip. We make the tackle, but not before they get down deep. The ground caused the fumble. It was not a fumble.
All right, now you got 4 plays on defense.
Johnson on the bootleg, pressured, and out of bounds. Now we're bringing pressure off the corner. Nice job by Lamont Woods. Played a tremendous game in his first action. Major action.
You see the defensive back Cota and the receiver get tangled up. No flag. 4th and 10.
My heart's in my throat. Pressure coming right up his face. Nice job by Alex Bolden. His feet were out of bounds. He did come down with the ball, but the referee right there is signaling touchback like he did intercept it.
And you'll see the official make that call. Watch it here.
Alex Bolden up with the right hand, tips it back to himself, catches it. The official signals touchback. We get the ball on the 14, run 2 kill the clocks, and get out of town.
Now going into conference play, where you want to be record-wise, obviously, but how about the rest of the...
Well, I can't be more happy being 3-0, obviously. I would like to be further along in execution, in polish, and in health. But there's a lot of teams that are struggling at this time of the year with the same things we're struggling with. We're still having too many penalties. We're still a little bit, I would say, not totally on the same page sometimes when we break the huddle on offense or even on defense. So we need to clear those things up, obviously. But more importantly, I'm just real pleased with the way this team has showed resiliency to overcome the mistakes that either we make or that happen to us. We have not given in to them. And I've had teams in the past, I think, that have given into those mistakes. So I think that bodes well for the season, and I think we're all excited to get into Pac-10 play and see what we can do in the conference race.
All right, it's going to be interesting next week. Strawberry Canyon, Oregon against California. We'll have all the highlights right here on this station next week. So for the coach, I'm Todd McKim. Thanks for joining us. So long, everybody.
The Rich Brooks Show is a production of the Oregon Sports Network.